late night bulletin, and there's nobody watching right now.
No one's there.
There's no one watching. We just said on it's like the very
alone now. Nope, not learning
there's
anymore.
a couple of people here now. We said I posted on Twitter just a short while ago that we would be doing this. I asked on Twitter for suggestions of sandwiches for Philly cheesesteak sandwiches today, and this is what we've got. And I know that a lot of you disagree with this list, but this is what we were able to get. So we've got Pat's King of Steak. And I'm going to put that next to Gino's because I think they're like across the street from each other. So these are the original. But then we also got Tony Luke's.
Yep.
I like the
shiny foil because they're not all
Del Sario's, and then Joe's Steak and Soda Shop. I'm sorry about the flashing. Maybe if we turn that light off. Hold on. Let's. We got some flashing lights. Does it look bad?
Got some flashers.
Yeah, it's some flashing.
Where's Steve?
That's better. It's that one. So. You're in Kentucky. Hey, so we're in Philly.
Yes, we're in Philly.
We just wrapped up our live show, Beyond the Eats, here in Philly, and we decided it was time to do a taste test because everybody argues.
Good show.
It was a good show. Nicely done.
The crowd was great.
You're drinking wine, and I'm drinking an old fashioned.
I can't do liquor late at night.
I can liquor late at night.
See, Del Sandro's is what? That's the one that I know.
Yep. So, where do you want to start? This is not a blind taste test, but then we don't have a horse in the game. We don't care. We're leaving Philly, and maybe we'll never be allowed in again. So we're gonna have Tony. All right, so we'll have Tony Luke's. We're gonna have to unwrap them all.
Yep.
Will you unwrap those, and I'll unwrap everything on this end. So I'm gonna unwrap the Tony Luke's. It's gonna be really messy.
The dogs are like. Hey.
Scabigail is wide awake in America.
Drooling everywhere.
So we'll have to judge these on some criteria because.
When were these
procured?
It's
not anybody's fault. We got them when we could get them. I do want to point out that they are all pretty much cold.
So this must be the true test of a good meal. This is good.
Hi, Francis. I know. Where is Scab?
I think she's underneath. She is indeed.
Hey, so Scabigail Van Buren, underneath the table. Franny, pacing. Franny? Scabs. So here's. Oh wait, we need to go. I need to get unwrapped. I need to finish getting unwrapped. So I've got my Joe's list here.
Okay, I
feel like I need it. I need an EMT standing by.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
This is clearly Cheese Whiz.
That's Cheese Whiz. I'm okay with the Cheese Whiz. I gotta tell you, but I'm addicted to like anything orange that's cheesy.
It's right there, buddy. It's right there.
Which one was that? Was that the Joe's?
That's the Joe's. I'm just going to set this aside. So we've got the Joe's.
So there was a question on
the Del Sario's.
There was a question that came up tonight, which
Tony
is
Luke's.
The original cheese supposedly was
provolone,
which surprised me.
If the stories are to be believed. So let's show off the sandwiches before we try them out.
Let's do them all.
This is Joe's Steak and Soda Shop. This is clearly a Cheese Whiz situation with kind of chipped beef.
I am A-okay with.
Then we've got Del Sario's, which is almost ground in consistency.
Beef.
Oh, I got that on my finger. Would you get that off my finger for me, buddy?
Yummy.
Okay.
And big old onions on that.
And big onions on that one. Then this is the one from Tony Luke's,
also
which
very famous
is.
Place.
Can you kind of
Tony Luke's and Patrick
fold that up?
Across. I think those are the two that are cross. Okay, so this is like roast beef.
That looks like
slices.
provolone. Yeah.
And provolone.
And then these are the main competitors, the Geno's and the Pats.
I think Tony Luke's is one of them too. Okay. Also roast beef.
Slightly thicker pieces.
Thicker pieces,
slices as opposed to chopped.
And very light on the onion situation, if any. This is basically meat and bread. Okay, and I'm going to guess some kind of maybe cheese whiz on that too.
I guess. And then the Pats.
The Pats has
the original,
the onions,
and the very finely chopped
and the cheese whiz. Very finely chopped.
These sandwiches have been around long enough for none of them to be crisp on the outside any longer.
But that's okay.
We need to do the same one. So you want to work from your end? And this is also apparently
Cheese
that looks
whiz.
like Cheese Whiz or American. It would be Cheese Whiz. It would be Cheese Whiz.
I think it's Cheese Whiz.
Cheese Whiz.
Okay. Me
All right.
first?
Sure? Do you want to go in from the end, or do you think going in the middle?
Do you want to slice them? So we get the middle. I'm not going in. Oh. Scissors. Man's best. Okay. So this is the center.
So this is
pretty.
This is the
Okay,
Pats.
this is
This is
Pats.
king of steaks.
Ow. I like the onion. I don't know that they're super sauteed. They're a little, not raw, but they're. Some of these look really sauteed. Like this, I like. I have to say.
I think that meat was a little overcooked. I think it was a little hammered.
A little hammered. Yeah. I mean,
it's chewy.
so
It's in
here's the thing. I have eaten Philly cheesesteaks before, and the meat is always
like that.
brown.
Well, brown is one thing. Now so at Pat's, they do it super chopped,
No.
but at Gino's across the street, the rival,
Slice and dice.
it's more of a slice situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay.
But again, not pink. You know, like it's never pink. Is that because?
No. Because this is what's usually called chip beef. Even if it's ribeye, it's sliced super thin when it's frozen and then quickly griddled.
Okay. Now,
That is
the
a much
bread's not
chewier.
softer. The bread's softer.
I find the bread chewier.
But I thought this was chewier, but mushes down more. More mushy.
Oh, hello,
You know?
Scabs.
Like Wonder Bread. See how you can really do that with this one? You see what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, it's mushier, but I also find it chewier. I have
Yeah.
to tell you, that so far,
This is more meat.
more meat or more me?
Meat.
Okay, hold on.
And more meat, actually. So far, Pat's for me. And I know it's just beef. I know issues. Really? You're gonna. There's like no question for me already so far. Because of the onion. That's
It's
onion
so
forward.
full.
I like the onion forward. Or that one so far.
I think the Gino's is better seasoned though.
Okay.
I agree
What
with
would
you. I
the
like the
seasoning
onion.
be?
Well, how about just some salt?
Okay.
All right.
So this is
I don't know. I got to think about that.
Tony Luke's.
That's going to leave a mark. There you go. Let's show off the interior.
Now this.
Hey, so we've got dogs all over us here.
Scapicale?
Well, I got to like.
No.
Listen, guys, I need you to put the damn sandwich on the fucking floor.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what she sounds like.
So now we're looking at the
So this one-
the Tony Luke's.
Okay. We don't know. I don't know when this was picked up. This was much
been a while.
wetter. But I don't know if that's because. And the onion is also a little. Ow.
I think that's vastly superior to
Both.
both the Gino's and the Pats.
Okay, the meat is less cooked. I mean, it's not as hammered. Even
This
with the
I
soggy
enjoy.
bone. Okay, and the onion's good. So, what is the difference to you? Because the meat,
Well,
the way the
the
meat.
meat.
See, I thought this is one of. Can somebody look this up? I thought Tony Luke's was like definitely one of the originals, and it was Pat's
Well,
and
you
Tony
can say
Luke's.
you can say the original. I don't think so. Maybe. That's the winner thus far.
Mm-hmm. Now, I just got a big mouthful of salt. But when I hit the cheese,
You hate the cheese?
when I hit the
Oh.
cheese, I got a lot of salt. But the meat
Franny.
and the onion, really good.
Franny's tearing up a paper towel underneath them. So right now, I got to say, Tony Luke's over Gino's and Pat's. But if I was going to rank them,
Why am I wearing two watches? Well, one was my dad's, Chattanooga, and one is one that Elton gave me for the tour. And why wear one? We can wear two. All right, this is what's drippy there. Is this the Gino's one again? So for me, it's between Pat's and Tony Luke's.
for me, it's between Tony Luke's and Gino's.
Okay.
All right.
What am I
I
missing?
noticed that none of these are cut in half, and my scissors aren't hardly big enough. The Delasaros is a big sandwich, kids. Look at the size of this thing.
So that's the one. Now, people that I know from Philly have known from Philly. This is what they swear by.
I don't know how I'm going to get this in my mouth,
No,
but I'll strive to persevere.
this one, the onions are like big, super sauteed. There's a lot of meat on this.
I think it's bland.
Okay,
Ah.
come on.
That is the bottom sandwich for me. It is not seasoned, and the meat tastes a great
I
deal
think
like
this is
sawdust.
more like-
I am very disappointed.
That
I don't
meat,
wanna know.
that meat
Guys?
has no flavor.
Guys, they don't even like it.
This meat has no flavor. Literally no flavor.
Delisario's managed to make a Philly cheesesteak without any actual flavor. I don't know how
No
they
flavor.
did it. Wow. Not bottom of the barrel on that one.
But
I'd say.
somebody, well, yeah, it was bland. That's
But
just the word.
Bland. Bland.
Literally, the
Didn't have
meat, and there's so much of it, wasn't that seasoned at all.
flavor. I got a lot more flavor
You know.
out of Gino's. Okay, now this, highly recommended. Joe's steak.
And
soda
someone
shop.
recommended John's, but they close at 5. on a
Yeah, we
Saturday.
weren't able to get
What's that?
into them today.
So thank you for who sent the.
The dogs seem to be very into this. So.
Maybe still Sandro should make dog food.
Oh. Ouch. All right, hold on. Let me. Joe's, highly recommended.
Okay.
Solid sandwich.
I'm still going 20 Luke's. Yeah. Tony. No.
I need some palate cleansing, old fashioned.
Oh yeah. Hands down, Tony Luke's. For me.
That's really good.
Or him.
I want another bite of Pat's before rendering a decision. Another palate cleansing sip.
That's the most meat I've ever gotten. As of late, recently, since I have iron problems. Iron problems. Too much. I'm still. Okay. You like Gino's. I can't get up with the Gino's. No. Winter beef dinner for me. Actually, but I did got a big mouthful of salty cheese, but I did. On the back end, right? Really?
The winner of this taste test
For both of us.
is Tony Luke's, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Luke's.
I'm not gonna say by a mile, but at least by half a mile.
Then I got to go to the Joe's for number 2. I think I do. I think I've got to go. Do
I
you?
don't disagree.
And then you're going to go for Pat's as number 3, and I'm going to go for Gino's as number 3. And by far, the not really wanting to ever put that
dog's
in my mouth
favorite.
again, but the dogs seem to like it, is Delisario's, which was just a really poor excuse
Somebody completely forgot
to me
season the meat.
for a sandwich.
Totally.
Yeah, nobody seasoned the meat. That shouldn't be, nobody should be charged money for that.
Dogs do not love onions, and they're
no.
bad for them.
We're not
they're
giving
only
them
giving
onions.
meat.
We're not giving them any onions. We're only giving them the meat.
Yeah, I know. This is all the things I shouldn't be eating. Thank you for pointing that out. All the gluten and red meat. But I'm drinking red wine.
I know CPR.
Well, that's not the problem.
Oh, but it sounds good.
I literally don't eat any red meat, and then like once every 2 months I get some. had to do it. This is the Philly cheesesteak is not my favorite sandwich in the whole world.
It is when you're in Philly.
Yes, well,
I prefer the roast pork. But this is good. And I am really shocked at the variance
yeah.
of quality here.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to try the Joe's one more time.
Are you gonna?
I may change.
There's no question for me.
Tony Luke's 1, Joe's 2, Pat's 3 for you,
Yeah.
Gino's 3 for me,
A distant
and
4.
a distant, not even showing, not even placing Belisario. We're going to throw that away. So that's how we call it. And I'm sure that some folks in Philly want to kill us now.
No, I'm not winning his
But
collection.
we're just being on it. No, it's not a collection. It's 2 watches. We're using we're the all metal edition Casios for the tour, and hers happens to be in the rose gold finish, not real rose gold. They don't do
For
that.
my husband.
It's a gift for me, and the other was her father's. So
That's why.
I could
Sorry, forget my
burp
name.
soon.
Thank you, 1,246 peeps.
This is just this Tony Luke sandwich is full.
Imagine if the bread were not soggy, because it's
Well,
moist.
I don't
It's
care.
not that bad.
I also like the amount of cheese that's on this.
Yeah, it's all.
Tony
it's all,
Luke,
it's all
you
the
score.
rights. It's all the right things. Yay! So you can put that on your wall. Yay!
This is a really
I need to stop eating.
balanced sandwich. Well,
My doctor. I really like. So, Joe's onions are more sautéed, softer. See, I think I like more of a raw onion situation. And Gino's, to me, had almost no perceptible onion situation.
I get some raw onion flavor from the Tonys because I want that
That's what I'm saying.
sulfury bite.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Not
what I liked
overcooked.
about the Pats.
I agree. I'm with
But
you.
Gino's did not have any onion, actually. Was it
dogs
ordered
are-
no onion? There's no onion on here.
I think onion's even more important than cheese.
I'm gonna agree. It's got the cheese whiz. No, nary an onion. Nary
No, come to Vermont. No cheesesteak, but awesome maple syrup. I know you do. I like the dark stuff.
I thought Vermont cheddar. You could just do.
Vermont cheddar is good. I mean, if it's a dairy product, they've got
And
that
Vermont
down.
ice cream. We were just in Boston and we didn't get to have ice cream, but
So you can only have one more bite. What's it
Enoch
going
and
to be?
Belize. Tony Luke's.
Okay,
That
Tony
is no
Luke's it is.
question.
While we chew, do you guys want to talk?
What's Sonny's?
Oh, no. Calf fries. I know what that is. Hey, don't you growl at me. Uh-uh.
Copper. How's the bus? Long.
The bus? Long. 45 feet, baby. The bus is good. We're living on the bus.
Stop eating
Yeah.
it.
You don't need any more? I'm not a quitter.
Philly was great.
I'm worried about accidentally feeding the dogs an onion. Which one had the
Gino's
least onion?
had no onions that I can detect.
Okay, there we go.
Do you see?
No.
Any onions?
Well,
So
yeah, that's
why-
what that is, but
Where?
oh, you're
No,
right.
it's cheese.
There you go.
Anybody from Philly, why does Gino's do no onion
Maybe we got like an anomaly.
and everyone else gets like hardcore the onion? How are
Yeah.
we holding up? I was
How are we
tired
holding
today.
up? We're good. We play New York tomorrow.
Early show. Bus tour. Yeah, that's how you do it.
What? Yes, we live on the bus. We sleep on the
I
bus.
do want to say this about the provolone. I don't think the provolone would cut it for me.
I agree.
Why did they change it?
I don't know.
And why did it?
Anyways, we have 75 pounds of sandwiches left. We're gonna have to go feed some people. No, not the dogs.
We got people.
You know, it's rare to me that in a taste test like this, one sandwich would be so much far and away better than anybody else. The Tony Luke sandwich. I gotta tell you, the Pat's sandwich is better than I thought it was gonna be. I had heard a lot of people were like, "Don't go to Pat's." It's kind of like going to the Varsity in Atlanta. It's not the best hamburger, but you know, it's the one everybody talks about. It's not bad. The meat's overcooked.
I don't think it was bad. The meat is overcooked. Tony Luke's is the only one the meat was not hammered to me.
The Joe's, I don't think was hammered. I wonder if John leaves this, if I cut that off.
I never know.
I also like the composition. The Joe's, it's composed like a roll almost. I think the bread is important.
But we wouldn't exactly know.
Oh, I'm having a minor heart attack. It's okay now.
Fast. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cheesesteak herbs. Hey.
Varsity
your pie
hamburgers.
hole.
Tony Luke's is religious experience. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Well, I would
Who
start
gets a
a
hamburger.
religion.
Exactly. You know what? You get a chili dog at the Varsity. That's
Yeah,
your,
you do.
That's your
That's
first
true.
problem. And onion rings.
And a chocolate milk. Or an orange drink.
Well, you go get yourself a sandwich. I don't know when they open though.
No, I don't know when they open.
Chopped cheese. Well, there are a lot of other
When you're
things
in
to eat
New
in
York, there's too much to eat.
There's
We spend
way
a
too
lot
much
of time
other
in
stuff.
New York, and yeah.
Eat.
What if you could have? We haven't been to New York in a couple of months. What would you have if you had time for anything? I know what we're gonna do. We've been waiting to go back to the Grand Central Oyster Bar,
Yeah.
and so that's probably Franny. No, you've had 6 pounds of beef. What did somebody
He
say?
ain't dead yet, Franny.
He ain't dead yet. No, who ain't dead yet? Franny's not dead yet. No, he's not.
I mean, I know that people say like the pie dog, and then of course New York pizza. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean,
I
it's
don't
good
care.
pizza, but
In case I die, I'm going to the Oyster Bar.
well, yeah. But is there? I mean, is there?
We're not going to compete.
definitive
Nothing's going to
dish?
compete. The slice.
It has to be a
The
slice.
definitive New York
Fold
dish
it.
is the slice.
Fold it
Well, not just folded, end flipped up,
and then
and
fold
then
it.
folded.
Well, yeah, otherwise it just.
Otherwise,
But it makes it easier
nobody
to
wants
eat with
that.
the little skinny end. I don't mind. Actually, I like the little point. That's just me. Oh, here comes John, the driver. Oh no.
No.
It's Sam.
Hi, Sam. We're live on YouTube. Come on in.
But you're not on camera. Unless you want. You brought more
But you're not on
sandwiches.
camera.
Driver.
Just plop them down and we'll make sure John gets it. Oh, a
It didn't
Geno's. A Geno's.
It didn't win.
Didn't win. No.
Who won?
Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's won by
a
a safe margin.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sam. Some of us, Francis Lee.
A lot of stuff with vibe.
Lots.
Gems. I don't know gems. You gotta. Yeah.
I know. I'm using my left hand. Slice Francis Luther with cheese.
They want
Ew.
a slice of Francis Luther with cheese. That ain't
You're
right,
gross.
Hannibal.
What's wrong with you, Seth?
Oh, Seth. Seth's a creep. We're not going to eat Francis Luther.
Best
I mean,
drink.
unless-
They want to know best drink with cheesecake. I'm sure people would say beer, but we're not really beer drinkers. Chill red wine isn't bad. I mean, it's beef after all.
Old
so red
fashioned.
wine.
I'm having a rye old fashioned with a little bit of simple syrup.
That's a lot of flavor going on. I'm gonna say that chilled red wine.
Peychaud bitters. And
It's a lot of beef.
Thistlefinch rye, which we picked up in
Oh, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
I'm gonna say it.
Lancaster.
At Shot and Bottle. Good place. Very good food.
I need to crawl under a bush for a month to digest.
You can't.
I know, because we have a show at the Beacon tomorrow.
Well-
if any of you are in New York,
I'm gonna walk it off.
we still have some tickets available
I know. Heavy.
to the show at the Beacon Theater tomorrow night at 7.
7.
And
7 is something?
Beyond the
7?
Eats, and then we had
That
we
used
had
to be
South.
when the Wonder World of Disney was on. Wasn't
You're
it?
right.
Or was it also the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mysteries also came on? Francis Luther.
Shut the fuck up.
Very demanding.
I thought yes.
Wait, I want to say
Do you
this
remember?
is
Here's a
the
question though.
Detroit-
Whoa.
Oh, pizza.
What came on after
Murder, She Wrote.
The Wonderful World of Disney?
Oh, I don't know. I was in bed by
Anybody?
at that age.
In the 60s, The Wonderful World of Disney's was followed by The FBI on Sunday, because I always knew that I could stay up. And when the
And how's
FBI
the theme
came
song
on
go?
with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Bum, bum,
Senior.
bum, bum.
Junior or senior?
Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Wasn't it?
Murder.
Because he had a daughter. What's her name?
9 p.m. Murder. Yes, Murder, She Wrote. See?
That's much later. It's a different generation. I'm talking about original, OG. Will you contain your hyena?
All he's
is
left
a-
is his nose.
He
That's
is
the only...
a meat workaholic.
He's
He
a
will
dog.
go- It's true. He's a dog. Guys, you're gonna have the shits
But
all
he also
night.
eats
Get on the
vegetables.
bus. I'm not gonna. He will. He'll eat carrots.
Oh yeah.
We don't
I
stop the
turn-
bus
I
for
turn
you to
right
go
to-
out and plunk a loaf.
Plunk.
I don't know where that came from. I don't.
You have your way with words.
Well, listen, 1,400 of you joined us for this little ad lib at the bus.
We'll be doing
Thank
this
you.
again. I'm
We'll be
guessing.
doing this again. It was fun. So Tony Luke's by and far and away, the best
So we'll look it up.
cheesesteak that we tested of the 5.
Um,
You're fine if you get Pat's. We think it's okay if you can't get the Tony Luke's.
Luke's.
Joe's would
is
be
pretty
all
good.
right. I would avoid Delisario
cross the street
like
for
the
Delisario.
plague. Yeah, I wouldn't even walk on the same side of
Um,
the street as Delisario's.
so other cities. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. Other cities that like if we're in say Oklahoma City or Tulsa, if we're in Tulsa,
What I'm looking forward to is Omaha.
if steaks.
Block 16. Block 16 burgers. Oh my God.
Okay, but we want to do other taste tests.
We
So
do. So,
we need to have.
what you guys need to do to help us, go to altonbrownlive.com, look up a city that you know
Saturday
something
night
about,
taste tests.
and start sending us recommendations either here on Twitter in the comments, or sorry,
Do you have
here
your?
on YouTube, or
Where's my phone? Because we could say where we're going to be on Saturday. It
I
doesn't
have the
always
book.
have to be
I have the
Saturday
book.
nights.
I have the
Okay.
book. Hold on.
It doesn't have to be Saturday nights, but people are. Tony Luke's is what? Yes, Detroit. Well, it's this spring.
We will consult.
Philly's best. Ooh,
Here,
Philly's
here,
best.
consult the the tour book.
The tour.
Philly's good. I'm not gonna lie. Food in Philly,
Okay.
solid.
Next Saturday, if we're gonna do this a Saturday night, then for these people, all you people are at home.
Oh my gosh, some meat's stuck in my
I do
teeth.
too. I'm trying not to pick my teeth out. All right, Saturday we are in Birmingham, Alabama.
Woo!
Darn near the hometown.
Iron City. Right? They call it the Iron City.
Okay, so a quintessential dishes. I mean, Philly's easy because not easy, but I mean the Philly cheesesteak is everyone knows those. So Birmingham, Alabama will do a taste test of either one kind of dish or several kind of. One of the best things I've
don't
had
know what-
in Birmingham, Alabama, and this is just a southern thing though, is a bologna, fried bologna sandwich.
I thought you liked your bologna not
I
fried.
don't, but I'm just saying
I like mine fried.
I know you do.
So I don't know what, even though I've spent a fair amount of time in Birmingham, it seems, I don't know what Birmingham is really known for food-wise. So that's
Well,
next
maybe it
Saturday.
doesn't have to be
We're
a
all the
Saturday.
way back down there next Saturday?
Yeah.
So we've got Providence, we've got New York tomorrow night, then we get a day off in Providence, then we play Providence, then we play Richmond.
Whoa.
Well, no, we play Easton, Pennsylvania, then we play Richmond, Virginia.
Wow,
Do we
I
go
had the
all the
wrong
way from-
state for this one?
What?
Next, the following Saturday, we are in Grand Prairie, Texas.
I thought
did
Grand
not-
Prairie was in like South Dakota. I'm so sorry.
Because I was like, well, that's a long drive from Austin.
Apparently not. Where's Grand Prairie, Texas?
I'm feeling
Grand Prairie, guys, you need to tell us
Not.
what to eat. What?
very smart.
To go to Grand Prairie, Texas?
I just didn't know.
Us not very smart for knowing our geography. Really, honest to God, kick you to death.
Anyone?
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. And then
You're
it's
fine.
Oklahoma. So it must be, well, who knows?
Are we going to Omaha?
Oklahoma.
No,
Oklahoma,
not till
Oklahoma.
spring. Not till spring.
And then
Anyway.
yeah. Anyway, so.
So wait, somebody used to live in Grand Prairie. Wait. You used to live in Grand Prairie outside of Dallas. Oh,
Yeah.
that's where we're playing instead of Dallas.
In lieu of Dallas.
In
Okay.
lieu
Well,
of
that makes
Dallas, we're
sense
playing Grand
because-
Prairie. Oh, like I forgot.
Okay.
That's right, because we usually play Dallas, and the theater wasn't
Saturday-
available.
The following Saturday, we're in Hollywood, California.
Hollywood.
So
We're in Los
what's
Angeles.
the Yeah.
Same thing. Los Angeles. Hollywood. At the
The Dolby.
Dolby Theater, which we're
Yeah.
pretty excited about.
So, okay, we may not. We'll try to make this a Saturday night thing, but and obviously we're going to be different time zones.
I have a food baby.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Burger
deliver.
baby.
I'm gonna deliver my food baby via C-section. Get a knife. I want it out. I want it out right now.
Okay.
Oh, the dogs will eat it.
You know, you told me you didn't want to do road eats because you had to shove all kind of food in your face.
I don't want to do
And look,
road eats.
Look what you did.
Well, we ate dinner. Just call it dinner. Now you're pawing at me like a freaking wild animal. Back off. You're not starving to death. Anyway, guys,
Scrapple and eat dinner.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you for someone. There were 2 bathrooms.
There are 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. R.I.P. both restaurants. Okay. Thank you for joining us.
We're going to go.
Good
We
Sleep tight.
Sit tight.
Pleasant dreams.
Pleasant dreams to you.
Here's
This is
a wish
and a prayer.
that every dream comes true.
Shut your pie hole.
And now, till we meet again, adios.